What's up, guys? This is Chase Oliver here for CO Live Videos, and today I'm going to bring you my first ever episode of Game Battles. Now, you guys may be asking, what's Game Battles? It's where I pit two games up together that I have played and beaten thoroughly, games that I feel that are good, games that I feel that are bad, whatever game it is. I'm limited on video games, so if you guys want to see two games go at it, post in the comment section down below, and I'll try to get a visual representation of every game. But today, the two games I'm going to be going at it, and many people are probably interested because these games are Game of the Year material. The first game we be going over is Batman Arkham City, and the latest and newest release, and this, just telling you, the story mode was pretty short for this, Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I beat this in 2 days, and it took me 5 days to beat this shit. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the Uncharted case is a collector's edition. My brother got the collector's edition. If you're a huge Uncharted fanboy, get the collector's edition. You get a lot of cool shit with that thing. Okay, so this is Game Battles, and this is how it's gonna work. First, we're gonna go into the gameplay orientation. We're gonna start with Arkham City. Arkham City's gameplay. If you didn't play Arkham Asylum, you won't understand it. It's basically a beat 'em up, mash 'em, a sneaky type of style, kind of like a Metal Gear Solid. It has that Metal Gear Solid feature where, Batman, he ain't no superhero. I mean, he's considered one, but he ain't have no superpowers. He's just some ordinary dude in a cape. He's just some ordinary dude, and sometimes you go against enemies that have guns, and they have guns, you're gonna fucking shoot Batman down. He's a normal person. He ain't no Superman. He's gonna not bounce that off his pecs. So, pretty much, you have to use some Solid Snake type of deals where you have to use strategy, and, this is a very strategic game. This is a game where you have to be smart at, And the thing about this is, you can mess up and you can die like that. It's a very, very hard game for many people. It's hard for some people to get into it because many are not the fans of the sneak attack thing. But overall, gaming-wise, it's fun. The sneak attack modes are pretty interesting and cool. The combat system in this game is very, very fun. And it's very cool that they added an open world map into this game, making this game so much fun. Gameplay-wise, this game is very good. Now we go on to Uncharted's Drake's Redemption, I believe. Uncharted 3, Drake's Redemption. Guys don't know what the Uncharted series is. PS3's fanboys love Uncharted. Uncharted is one of the few PS3 exclusives that many love. This game always gets rave reviews. I mean, recently IGN, they gave this game a 10 out of 10, and they gave Batman a 9.5. Well, I ain't IGN. I have my own opinion. Remember, guys, this is based on my opinion who wins this Game Battles, not... And if you guys disagree with me, post in the comment section. But gameplay-wise, sort of like Arkham City, Uncharted has always kept the same formula, where you can punch and counter with Drake. The one thing cool about Uncharted, they also have the sneak attack thing, kind of like Batman in a way, too. You have the sneak attack with this. You have to sneak around because Drake he does crazy shit, but he ain't no superhero. He does some crazy shit, and that's a cool thing. This is kind of like Assassin's Creed. When you play as assassin and you do parkour over the buildings. In this game, you do so much crazy crap with your character. It is so much fun. The landscapes you encounter, the little challenges you have to do using your parkour style tricks. It is very, very fun. Very fun indeed. This is it's very, very fun. Now, let's look at the graphics. Arkham City runs on the Unreal Engine. Now, if you guys don't know what Unreal produces, look at Gears of War 3's graphics. Enough said. Very, very good graphics in this game. Very, very good graphics. I think the graphics are very detailed. The coolest thing about this game is Batman's cape and suit itself. Throughout the game, the amount of damage you take, Batman will show that damage throughout the game. You could literally get punched 5 times and it will only show 5 times of damage. But if you keep on getting punched and shot, you have like tears in your cape, and they keep it in the cinematic too, where it shows your damage. It's really cool. It's very, very true to the graphics, and that's what I like. That's what I love. The graphics are phenomenal in this game. As for Uncharted, you can pop this in, sit down, watch a cutscene, and someone may think you're watching a movie, kind of. To me, I like Uncharted's graphics. I think Uncharted does a good job with this graphic engine. But to me, I feel Batman's graphics are a little bit better in terms of Uncharted, and nothing wrong with Uncharted's graphics. I think they're great. They can make people think you're watching a movie, but same with Batman's graphics. These things are good. Now, when it comes down to it, these two are Game of the Years. These two are battling for the Game of the Year potential. What other themes are in these games besides, the story mode and stuff like that? Well, speaking of story mode, let's talk about each other's story modes. Batman Arkham City. This is not going to contain spoilers. Basically, it's a sequel from Arkham Asylum. A bunch of villains from Arkham Asylum got into this area of Gotham, and they blocked it out and called it Arkham City. So that's where all the villains live. They all live in Arkham City, while, everyone else lives their normal theme. But they're trying to take down Arkham City, and Batman's here. And very, very good voice acting all around. True to the characters. You really think that you're watching like a classic Batman cartoon with this. The character voices just great. The dialogue great. The story is enthralling and interesting. We're to the point where you don't want to put down this game. You want to keep playing the story because it's very good. That's the thing. It wasn't like a fucked up Batman story. They kept the story going from the last game, and it made it even better, and it made it even more entertaining. That's the thing. It kept true to characters of Batman, and that's what I love about this game. The story makes it interesting enough where you don't want to put it down. Now we go to Uncharted. Fuck, the same exact thing. The characters, though, I think are way more interesting than Uncharted. They have a little bit more backstory to them. There's good story development. The voice acting is phenomenal. There's barely any glitches when it comes to graphical voice acting. Everything is just so smooth when it comes to Uncharted. Like I said, it's like you're watching a fucking movie when you watch these cutscenes. They're just so well presented, and the characters, you get to feel interest in them. Like in Batman, the only character you do care about really is Batman. You don't really know much about the side characters. Yeah, there's that news reporter lady and Catwoman, but you get to play as Catwoman, which I'll get to later. But besides that, it's just like, you're not really enthralled and caring about these characters. Unlike Uncharted, I do care about these characters. It's almost like Heavy Rain, Heavy Rain, where you have to play with those characters. You can't have them die at any minute because you actually cared about them. Uncharted's like almost the same exact thing, except, it's just you're not playing as every character. You play as Nathan Drake, but every character you care about. So really, characters comes down to Uncharted. Now, when it comes down to it, many gamers ask nowadays, replayability. Will I ever pick up this game again, or is it a game that I'll finish and be done with? Well, both of these games, in my opinion, have replayability. Arkham City's replayability. Now, besides from the enthralling storyline, which lasts for fucking ever. I mean, like I said, this took me 5 days to beat. This took me merely 2 days to beat when it came to story. Besides that, and I didn't do any of the side missions. I was working on side missions earlier today, and I managed to finish them all after doing some schoolwork. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go finish some schoolwork. Actually, Batman's in my fucking PS3 still. Madden's in here. But besides that, Batman side missions, there's a bunch of side missions that you can go back to Gotham and do afterwards. You can do everything afterwards. Like, the story itself took me 5 days, and the side missions kind of only took me not that long, but my character was so overpowered because I picked up all the boosts for Batman. So pretty much like those side missions were easy, but I'm pretty sure if you played it with the game originally, it would take you a long time. But the side missions are very fun. It adds more critique, and there's more villains in it. It's just so much fun playing those side missions because you get to face against other villains, other challenges. Very, very fun. What else is there? Catwoman missions. There's a new Catwoman missions in this game. If you bought the game on the first day, you get to play as Catwoman in the intro, and you have a Catwoman mission with Poison Ivy. You do other stuff besides play as Batman. Catwoman has her own different style of fighting, which is very, very cool. It adds a different flavor to the game, especially if people are sick and tired of the old clunky Batman, because Batman walks so slow. You get the nice, smooth Catwoman where she moves a little bit quicker and her attacks are a lot faster, so enemies go down like that. It's very easy. Another thing that the Batman Arkham City has when it comes to replayability is the bonus maps that you get, the bonus challenge maps, the challenge maps. Challenge maps are basically where you play as Batman or Catwoman. I believe Batman. I haven't played all the challenge maps, but really, not playing all the challenge maps doesn't mean that like I didn't complete this game 100%. I mean, I didn't download the other challenge maps, so I played a fair amount of them. You know, you play as the challenge maps, and you play as Batman, and then basically you kick all these enemies' ass, and you have a certain amount of time limit, and they're very fun and very challenging. You know, very very fun gameplay when it comes down to the challenge maps, and really adds a lot of replayability to this game. Even when I'm done with this game, it's still fun to explore the city, Arkham City around. You know, it's kind of like Spider-Man 2. You beat the fucking game, but you still want to swing around Metropolis. You know, this is how it feels like. Now, when it comes down to Uncharted, once you beat the story mode, I'm not trying to bash or anything. Online is fun, but it's just kind of like it's different from when you play the story. You know, many people were excited. I played the online beta actually, and I enjoyed it. But when it comes down to the overall like online, it just feels different because it feels like I'm playing something different than the fucking story mode. Because I will play the story mode and I'll be like, man, the story mode was good, and then I play online and then I'm like, oh, this feels weird, and then I just don't feel like I'm playing the online very well. It's just like it's because I'm so used to the story mode firing that the online is like people are playing Call of Duty out there. They just walk in the fire and go, or it's like rookies on Gears of War who don't use strategy. They just go there, you know. It's just the online just doesn't really throw me. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'll play online. Maybe I'll play later tonight. No, I'm not gonna add you on PS3. Stop asking people. But besides that, pretty much nothing really much in this game because it's a fun game, but it's not like replayability. It's up to you. Online is fun, but once you beat the story, it's kind of like, should I beat it on a harder difficulty, or I don't know. That's just your choosing. Overall, which game do I think is better? Game Battles. Batman versus Uncharted 3. Both going for Game of the Years. This is a very, very hard task for me because I love both of these games equally. But just because I think that this one did an overall better gameplay, not gameplay wise, but basically subjectivity wise, and gave me everything I wanted in this game. While the other game kind of left me like, is there going to be another one? You know, this one gave me a clear-cut ending. The other one kind of made me went, eh. The winner of this Game Battles is Batman Arkham City. And really, to be honest, besides the whole character thing that I mentioned, really, it gave me everything I wanted in this game. Uncharted, did it give me everything I wanted? I wanted the campaign to be a little bit longer. I was thinking maybe this would be the last one. But it kind of hints me on that there might be another one, especially how it ended. It kind of just feels like, and Uncharted 4 being made. I mean, really, it was a good game. The story was very great. Like I said, the characters, I cared about them. But everything I ever wanted in the plot, because like I don't want to spoil it. Everything I ever wanted in the plot and everything happened in this game. Everything that was involved, like I said, it took me such a long time to beat this game. You know, I played this game so much and I never got bored with it. You know, sometimes with Uncharted, the reason why it took me 2 days is because it was like kind of like doing the same old thing over and over again, and it felt like the same environments from kind of like the previous games. Beautiful graphics, beautiful effects, everything's very, very beautiful when it comes to that. But besides that, it's just I just really wasn't a huge fan of this game over Arkham City. I mean, Arkham City, yes, dark and gloomy and kind of boring. At least there's like other stuff to do and other places to explore that make this game fresh, and villains and Batman that everyone could care about. And just like Uncharted, just I don't know. I just feel Batman Arkham City overall is a better game than Uncharted. Not like fully wise. Like if I were to grade these, Batman Arkham City would get an A, and Uncharted will get an A minus. You know, it's just, to me, I feel these two games are so hard to grade. But to me, if any game was to win Game of the Year, and I know a lot of Uncharted fanboys are gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna give Batman Arkham City a Game of the Year over Uncharted. Uncharted, great game. It's just I feel like there's something missing to make it even better. While Batman gave me everything I wanted, and the only thing it's missing is online gameplay. And if it did have online gameplay, hell, it would blow Uncharted out of the fucking water. This would be an A+ game. But besides that, everything you ever want as a Batman fan, and I'm not just saying this because, okay, I'm an Uncharted fan and I'm a Batman fan, but this one gave me everything I wanted being a Batman fan, while this one kind of left me in the dust. So, to be honest, I gotta give this one to Batman. Love you, Uncharted, but Batman wins this Game Battles. Post and comment down below what Game Battles you guys want to see from me. Subscribe up above to see your live videos, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. This is Chase Alba 68, and I'll say peace.